I think they might be having a funeral at the church. That's very slow church bells. Yeah, not a lot of people were left in this region. When I got here 4 years ago, the population was going down still. I think now at least it's stabilized, with the foreigners coming in and some Portuguese people coming back. But the total count of inhabitants of our Frexia was 400. So that's, I don't know, there's still a lot of villages, maybe over 100 villages. And only 400 people. The smallest Frexia in Castelo Branco. Maria moved back. She came from Sarzeles. She moved back to Santo André. +1. Let's plant this tree that Maria brought before it also dies. Maria will probably be back to check on me soon. Come, let's plant the tree. No idea about this. Where to put the tree? Maybe here. Something like that, guys. Somehow talking about this makes me emotional. Not sure why yet. So some other cool facts about our parish, Santo André de Sturgeres. It's that it's the youngest parish in Castelo Branco, and it was only created in 1926, when it was split off from the nearby parish of Sarzeles. And formerly it was known as Fundada, and it's because it's like on a plateau. Now I see mostly hills here, but apparently it's like a plateau. And yeah, like I said, the head count here in in this parish has been going down pretty rapidly in all of this this region, mainly from the 70s on. In the 70s, a lot of people left here because there was no money to be made here in the interior of Portugal, and because the population was the decennia before that growing. There were just too many people and too many mouths to feed, and not much prosperity. So a lot of people decided to leave, including Maria. Now she lived here all her life, but also in the 70s, or maybe a little bit sooner already, she left for Lisbon, as most of the people were moving out here, going to France. I don't know if they were going to Switzerland already, but they were moving abroad in hopes for making some more money. Because here it was mainly agriculture, and yeah, people didn't have any money here, so who are you gonna sell your stuff to? So from the 70s on, it started declining pretty rapidly until I think I read the papers from 2022 when it was 400. I actually don't really know now if it's going up or down, but as far as I can see, for the last 3 years, more people have moved in than died, basically. So yeah, that must have actually been something, that they split off this parish only almost 100 years ago. Next year we should have a 100-year independence celebration here in Santo André dos Sugeiros. Yeah, that must have been happening, how they managed to split that off. Because of a saint, Santo André. This parish has, I said 100, no, it's only 33 or 34 villages. And some of them are empty also, at least on the map where I got some information from. They say that some villages are empty. Garrida's not. These are numbers from 2001, and there was one guy also still living here. I know that the village of Bozella, it's not empty. It's, a Dutch couple lives there and a Portuguese guy. So I don't know how accurate these numbers are. Fofinho. Here comes Maria. My story, where was I? Yeah, but you can maybe still acquire your ghost town here, if you can locate the village. Hey Fofinho! Fofinho is the youngest new inhabitant of Garridas, our village, where Maria grew up.
Felipe e o João, a vida em João carga por o David, tem carta já. David já pode conduzir, já tem carta. Já ficou bem no exame, ele está a trabalhar na Vila Formosa.
The girls took over the maintenance for the garden. What are you doing, sweetie? Yeah, it has to come out. And you, what did you find? Kira's like, we can't let this human do anything. We'll take care of it. Come on, Zoe. Oh, you did some work in the garden and now you're coming for a snacky, huh? Okay. It's lunchtime anyway. Here. Where's your sister? Yeah, for all the hard work. Good girl. Yeah, one day we need to do an interview with Maria, but I don't speak Portuguese well enough. I barely understand what she's talking about. But in the last couple of years I got a lot of information about the village. Her children and grandchildren speak very well English. Yeah, where to start? Welcome to Garidas. You actually only see my house now. My house was actually one of the first houses that was built in this area. As far as I understood it now, it can date it back to 200 years, maybe a little longer. You can see a lot of difference in the last, well, 70 years, because a lot of houses after that are built with breeze blocks, the tijolos. But the original houses, of course, are all built with schist stone. And my house and the neighbor on that side, a former version of Maria's house, and this first part of the main street was actually the first stuff that was built here. Most of the other nicer houses, it's all tijolo, the breeze block, as is my house, the side parts. In the beginning there was only the middle part of the house, and as you can see here, also the middle part of the house was built in two separate stages. I have no idea, this side looks older than that side, but 200 years, who can tell? A lot of the houses have been extended, or they have maybe the second floor now with the breeze blocks. Maria's house was a very small house in the beginning. I think we should still be able to see it. Look, this is the old part. And the rest is basically breeze blocks, like that. That was already there. All this street was built by the family of Maria, but that was after the first initial period. Maria has some stories about, I think it was her mother or her grandmother. Her grandmother, who lived in that small house. What was then back then very recently built. One of her aunts of Maria lived in this part here in the back. This wasn't there yet. This was sort of a small adega. Back then people didn't need much inside space, because they were mostly outside, and the demands for space were not that big. And the Portuguese were even smaller. You can make fun of me also. I have monkey arms. I don't care. It's just your opinion, right? Yeah, this is also very old, but it belonged to the same family of my house. And these were mostly sheds, I think. But for instance, this small thing, there was a guy here once telling a story that he remembers his grandma, who lived here, sitting in the window frame. His memories as a young boy from the village. Also the son of Maria, who is now in the beginning of his 50s, he remembers when he was young that there was still around 40, maybe more people here in the village. So that was the beginning of the 70s probably. This is also very old. also belongs to the family of Maria. And this is actually funny. You can see a little bit of the, how you say, the chaos of Portuguese parcels and trying to buy them. Because this was one house, and then they made an extension on the right, what was somebody else's. And then the woman from this house also sold this part, I think. So this parcel is now owned by, or was owned by 3 different people or couples, but they had children, so now it's owned by God knows how many people. The new house we bought here is also the bottom is schist. It may have had actually 2 stories already, because the schist goes up very high. But if you look at this house here on the left, this is all new build. Well, new. Newer than the rest of the village. Because I know the people who lived there, they first lived here. And then after they built that newer house, and they started living there. This is one of my favorite front walls of the village. Very cute, but it's only the front is still standing. This whole front part, I learned, was cemented up later. You can see it because it's the newer cement blocks. But the old part there behind is all schist. But that has completely fallen down. As you can see here. This is also a schist building. Most of it. It's also falling down a little bit in the top there. And this was also one of the houses of Maria's family. Very, very old. Most of the rest what is built here were only sheds. The houses in the back are all the newer breeze blocks, except for the small shed in the middle. And back on the other land there were mostly sheds there. So yeah, this small little village does have a lot of history, and I'm learning in the last 3 to 4 years a lot about this village and who was here and what were their relationships between the people. But not so much about the area. Like I'm making now the video for you guys about also this parish, and I'm getting a lot of new information and insights about where this all came from 200 years ago. Because imagine, like you're living with other people probably, and then you decide to, with 1 or 2 or 3 families, you decide to split off and go live somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I mean, now there's a village, but it started out with a couple of houses. But what makes you move away from the society that they had back then to go live on your own and basically start your own village? Zoe knows. Zoe is all-knowing. Hi, Zoe. There were a lot of animals here, sweetie. Yeah, so I know they had a donkey here, and there is this one in front of the bus stop. It's also from Maria's family, and Maria told me there was a donkey shed. The shed up there was also for animals. There's not much left. There is one donkey cart still next to one of the houses. Love to have a donkey back in the village. Meehaw, meehaw. Why did I choose this village? Good question. Maybe the village chose me. gardening? Finalmente. Ready? This way, sweetie. I'm trying to stay in the village today. I have a caterpillar feeling. I was walking past a couple of nests yesterday. I think I saw they were all on the outside of the nest. We're not going very far today, girls. Sorry. If it doesn't start raining, I'm gonna check it out in a bit. Some over there also. Girls, we're going here. Andeka. It's a long time since we've been here. Akira! Hi. We're going here, sweetie. Very peaceful and quiet down here. It's all overgrown with brambles. Where's Zoe? Ah, there she is. Yeah, there's a long way to go on this wall. All the way down there. The current wall is holding up pretty well. Some water seeping through. Not a problem. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos also. It's a little bit of an insight into the area where I live and the village. I don't have much time to do anything else, as I said in yesterday's video. I need to get back behind my computer to finish some work and get everything running for the volunteers. Next couple of videos we're gonna see if we can get a water connection for the new house where we have the bathroom. So we can maybe offer some even some more facilities. We have the shower here, but it would be nice to have an extra shower and toilet. So yeah, that's also something we need to do in the next couple of days. Let's see. The girls are not helping much. They pretend a little for the camera, but it's mostly batatas and a sofa. Batatas and a sofa. Well, not now, but when the camera's off,